Hey there, happy 4th of July. I love Independence Day. I love the fact that we get to celebrate independence. And you know, it's so funny because as much as I love the independent spirit, I love being an independent woman and I love the idea of independence, that can-do spirit, that great confidence. The fact is, none of it is really about independence. Our forefathers came over together. They were very dependent on each other. This great nation was founded with depending on one another. And I think more and more about that in terms of relationships. When I was back in high school, I remember learning in a sociology class about these three frames of relationships. That there's an H frame, capital H, think about a capital H, and that you can be in a relationship, whether it's with your parents, or whether it's with your spouse or your boyfriend and girlfriend, or whether it's in a friendship relationship. You can have like an H, capital H, where if something happened to that person, they came away, you wouldn't even feel it. You're so independent. That's not healthy. Or you can have a capital A frame where you're leaning in so dependent on one another that if the other one came away, you'd fall flat on your face. That's not healthy. That's too much dependence. And then a really good, healthy way to be in a relationship is the capital M, which is where you're both standing on your own feet as an independent person, but you still lean into the relationship, lean into each other, so that if anything ever happened to that person, you would still stand, but you of course would feel the implications and the loss. So that's something that I was thinking about this Independence Day. I pray you're having an awesome weekend. I know we're up here enjoying north of Boston with our son and his fiance. We're having an awesome time. But the idea of being dependent, feeling it, and I will say one final thing about dependence and independence. The only one that you can be truly dependent on is God. He is the only one that will never let you down. Though you may feel at times disappointed in the way he responds or reacts to something, you can be sure that you can utterly depend on him and on him alone. He will never, ever fail you. He will never, ever leave you. And that's something you can be sure of, regardless of whether you perceive it that way. You can trust him and be completely dependent on him. But happy Independence Day, and God bless you guys.